What's up guys, CSGO tips number 38, and I have theory-crafted my own anti-long setup, or I guess protocol, that involves at least 2 people, but would probably be ideal with 3, because I love 3-on-1s and no one ever likes 3-on-1s, so I'm sad anyway. So the main premise is that Ts are going to pile out long, dodging flashes the entire time, and try to get close to you here to fight pit, or they'll swing out this way with the long corner smoke and basically try to push you off. That's the main premise. And if you haven't seen this smoke, I'll show it again real quick. This is from what is this from? So the long aggression that I'm mainly talking about is where you smoke long corner like this and then pile out a million flashes into long like so, or even like so, or even something as crazy as that, all the while back turn, getting closer to the corner, ready to fight pit. That's the idea of what this is supposed to counter. Basically any long aggression, this should be a good counter for. So my idea is you're gonna smoke off the doors here, and you're gonna molly blue, and then pile out flashes. And I have specific flashes that I would like to have thrown, so that they are either forced into the open away from blue and can't really like set up or wait out your utility, and then they're gonna be blind, and anyone that tries to get close to you is gonna be blind. That's the whole premise. So to smoke long doors, you want to get into the right tire here, aim a little bit to the left of this edge of the building and in the middle of the sun, and left click throw. This is a lot easier than it sounds to throw, but it will bounce very nicely into longhouse. And you want to be throwing this as soon as possible because it takes a little bit of time to throw. So there it is again. You'll get about the same smoke. The idea is that you don't want anyone to be able to peek you from inside this longhouse here. Now for the molly into blue, all you really need to do is chuck a molly off of the wall here. That's it. Very easy. Very simple. The main problem is that you're probably going to end up blind by the time you get here, so you really need to be able to throw it while blind. Now ideally you want to do this in a 3-1-1 setup, because if you're going to be fighting long, you probably want to have as many people as you can to help you fight long. So a pre-flash that I've done personally is hugging this corner and connector, left side of this medical sign thing, and then up until you're at the corner of this, whatever that is. So somewhere generally like this, and left click throw. This is going to blind anyone inside longhouse that has been holding this angle, since your smoke will take a little bit to pop. So ideally this is going to force someone to either fall off of the angle, and anyone running out that's caught around here hopefully will be blind. Now you can throw a second flash that's just much more to the left, something like this, and that's going to blind anyone a little farther out. And it does catch a lot of the angles here, especially people that are running away from the molly that you just threw here. So for that one, I just aimed somewhere on the edge of this building and up until you're at the height of the sign. It's not too specific. Now, you want the person, or at least someone that threw one of the 2 pieces of utility, either the molly or the smoke, to throw a flash that lands on the red banner thing here, canopy. So the reason you want to throw a flash that lands on the red carpeting over there, well, that's not it, but the reason you want to throw it like that is because any flash that lands deep is actually blocked by this roofing here. So if I throw the same flash again, you can see I am not blind at all, and I can get even closer. Okay, that time I didn't actually block it. But as you can see, this roof here blocks the flash completely, and anyone hugging this left wall that's close to you here at long is just not going to be blind. So they would have to be right here to be blind, but even then, if they're hugging the wall just a little bit, it's not really going to blind them. So to avoid all of this, you want to throw the flash onto the red roofing around here, because no matter where you are, if you're close long, you're just not going to be able to dodge it. Alright, so again, you can't dodge this flash. very well, and you can't really use this roof to dodge it unless maybe you're on this box here, but even then, the proper flash will blind it. So all in all, you're gonna have a smoke here, you're gonna have the molly here, and then you're gonna have a flash that lands on the roof, and ideally some extra flashes that land behind you. Now, when all this happens, people are gonna either be blind right here, just somewhere in the middle of nowhere, or people are gonna be close up to you and also blind from this flash that popped right here. And from there, you can very easily just swing out and get 1 or 2 kills. Hopefully your teammate swings with you and gets another one. And that's just, in theory, your complete anti-long setup. So I'll show you an example of doing this nade set in an actual game. I'm playing a Face It Pug with a bunch of friends. I just told them to throw the flashes. I'll show you the whole clip and then talk about it after. Yo, let's fight long.
Yeah. I'm down.
I'm gonna smoke door and then molly blue. Just hold flashes.
Flashing it.
One's out, blue bin, blue. One more, blue. I'm blind.
Wow, I'm running it. Oh, he's falling blind.
One more, blue in the smoke.
Dead in the smoke.
Last guy is spawned.
So, full bias, I thought this protocol was pretty good on my end. You know, not just because I made it or anything. But, you can see from the point that I actually peek after all of the flashes and all the utility that I throw, that no one's actually in the middle of the open trying to peek me, which means that they've been blind for a few seconds, maybe many seconds at this point. So right here, you can kind of see no one's in the open able to fight. So they're all blind and hiding behind smokes or behind the molly that's at blue, but they smoked the molly. So another thing is the molly, they had to smoke it out because they were blind and they were stuck in a corner and they needed to get out. So they had to burn a smoke for the molly so we get more time to kind of do what we need to do. So the flashes were good, the molly was good, and the smoke obviously is good because you're going to see right here, this guy is going to swing out of the smoke and just die for free. So the second person I assume also was swinging out of the smoke, but again, he's just a free kill because he's coming through a smoke. Now the third kill you're going to see right here is actually from the 2 Ts that are stuck behind blue. They tried to boost and get an angle, but that didn't work at all. But that's also partly because we had 3 people here, so the 2 people behind me that you can see on the radar were probably pretty easy or ready to fight them, and it was a pretty easy kill. From here, it's just 1 person left that we know for sure, and he's behind blue. He's the person that boosted the 3rd frag that we got. So I just run into the smoke, spam the corner, and I just happen to get the kill. So overall, you can see that the strat worked pretty well. You can see all 4 dead bodies. 2 people tried running through the smoke because when they were smoked out, 2 they were blind. And the 2 people behind blue ate the molly and also were just blind and had to smoke it out. So as you can maybe see from the damages in the bottom left, I did 29 with the molly in 7 ticks, so he hit the early part of the Molotov. You can also see 119 and about 8, I think that was, and another kill in 6 hits. So definitely a few people were taking tick damage from the molly, so that means the molly was pretty good. And of course everything else just worked out really well. I'll show you a few more examples. You're gonna see the same thing. Smoke door, molly blue, throw a flash, they're blind, I get the frags.
Good job, Kenneth.
Yeah.
What about this? This is what I should go for? One moment. I got it.